What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a very quick, simple, and easy method to make yourself some stir fry at home. High in protein, low in carbohydrates, takes like 5 ingredients. Really, you don't need to be a culinary chef to do this, I'm telling you. It is so easy. You know how I like to cook? I literally like to throw things together and make it happen. This is one of those recipes, my friends. So if you guys are ready, so am I. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna go over the ingredients here you're gonna need for this real quick. The most important thing to make stir fry is probably gonna be the vegetable stir fry starter pack. You can find these frozen at almost any grocery store, but basically it's got all the stir fry veggies we need. Obviously there's different versions of these. Pick whichever one suits your taste buds the best. So we got ourselves a basic one here that's gonna have in it a little bit of broccoli, sugar snap peas, green beans, carrots, celery, onions, mushrooms, and red peppers. Perfect blend for me. We also got ourselves some flank steak. Not gonna use this whole thing, but we're gonna chop part of it up and put it in there. We got ourselves some chicken breast as well. Obviously, not gonna use the whole thing. Now, you can do all steak, all chicken, whichever one you want. I'm mixing the two because I prefer to do it that way. I think it tastes a little better, but everybody's got their own personal preference. Do what you want accordingly. Then you're gonna need yourself a big pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this preheating per recommendation. Get it started. It's gonna make this whole process a little quicker. So we'll let it start heating up. And then, only other things I'm gonna need, I'm gonna use this Zesty Table Blend salt-free seasoning. We're gonna use this to season our meats before we throw them in there to cook. And then we're gonna use some coconut oil. And this is what's gonna be used to really crisp the veggies and cook them well. So I prefer coconut oil. You can use extra virgin olive oil or whatever oil you prefer, but I always recommend either coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Once everything's in there with the veggies cooking, we're gonna add some hot salsa to give it a little bit of zest and flavor. You can use also, once again, any salsa you want. So I will put an ingredient list down in the description box below if you want a quick tally of everything we have here. So first thing we're gonna do while that's preheating is get our proteins ready. All right, guys, so starting off, we have a chicken breast here, and then we have our flank steak here as well. Now, the amount of protein you use ultimately depends on what your goals are and what you're trying to accomplish here. But basically what I'm gonna do is just go in and cut the steak into a bunch of tiny little pieces here. See if I can give you a better view of that. Just going in, the smaller these pieces are, the more evenly they're gonna cook throughout. So I like to go in and just kinda, not too small. We don't wanna make this a all-day process, but enough to go in here and chunk them into small little pieces. Now, with the fat content on here, you can trim it off if you want. There's not a ton that I see that's overly getting in our way, but for the most part, steak's fine to have a little bit of fat in there. So we're just gonna go in, get this all into little pieces. Okay, so our flank steak is good. So we'll move it off to the side. Now we have our chicken breast. Now I'm gonna go in, there's all these nasty parts on this chicken. We're gonna go ahead and trim those off. So anything that's white, we're gonna get rid of. So go in there, take that piece, I'll go around the outside, get rid of that. That's the thing about chicken. I absolutely love it, but if you don't trim it right, you can get some nasty gristlies that can just turn off your entire meal. Chomp into one of them bad boys, see if you want to keep eating. So take our scraps. I have a trash can to the left of me. Boom, see ya. Now you can see this here. We barely have any fat left on. A couple minor pieces, but they're gonna be pretty insignificant. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this that we did with the flank steak. Bunch of little pieces. All right, so same deal with the chicken. We just went in and got it into small pieces. That allows it to cook evenly and cook faster throughout. So we got our chicken and we got our steak done. Now, I'm gonna stress the importance of washing your hands. You don't wanna cross-contaminate. So I'm gonna go wash my hands. I will be right back. All right, guys, so now next step, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take some cooking spray here, some butter-flavored cooking spray. I'm just gonna barely hit the pan here. That way there's no areas where anything sticks to it. Give it a nice little, okay? And I'm gonna take my extra virgin coconut oil here that you've already seen, and I'm gonna grab myself a spoon. We're gonna get down in here, get ourselves a decent little amount. That'll probably do us right there. Pop it into the skillet, spread it around, let that oil move. All right, the next step is gonna be to take our veggies, like you've already seen. We're gonna open these up. We're gonna throw them in the pan. Now they are frozen, which won't really matter once it hits that oil. It's gonna thaw them out and brown them at the same time. So depends, you don't have to do the whole bag. Like I said, we're kind of just making a big batch here. So I'm just gonna throw it all in here. All right, guys, so here we are back again with the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Zesty Table Blend seasoning here. I'll give you another look at it. There we go, got that to focus. So we're gonna go ahead and take this and put a coating of it on our chicken and on our beef. I like to put a decent amount on here. This salt-free seasoning isn't near as strong as regular seasonings, so I feel like this, you wanna use a little extra if you really want that flavor there. So add it on these, okay? Then I'll go through with my hands. It's gonna require another hand washing after, but I just go in and mix it all together now. Really let those seasonings get in there. Mix the two meats together. They're gonna be cooking together anyways, so I think mixing them at this point is probably the best bet. And like I said before, this might seem like a lot of protein to you. You don't gotta use this much meat. You can use more veggies, do whatever you gotta do. I'm just kind of doing it in a basic method here for myself. And if you're doing this and you're on a meal plan, or you're currently working with me in some capacity, keep in mind you still need to weigh out your meats if you're trying to hit your goals. All right, that looks good. Now, hand washing round 2. Now we've come over to check on our veggies a little bit, kind of stir them around. I like to brown mine a little bit, but everybody has their own personal preference. I like to let mine sit and cook. Some people just kind of like to get them a little warm and then throw their stuff in, but I'm just gonna let these cook for a little bit longer. So we're gonna take our chicken and our steak, add it into the mix. You wanna get in here and spread it around, make sure it's evenly hitting the bottom of the pan. All right. Now as you can see, we got that in there. How's that look? Doesn't that look beautiful right now? So we're gonna let this cook. This is kind of where the waiting game comes into play because we have a lot in this pan now. So if I would have halved this, it would have cooked a little faster, but we're just gonna wait on this, check on it periodically, stir it up. So yeah, I will be back here in a little bit and we will check on this, all right? All right guys, quick little check in. We've been cooking here for about 4 to 5 minutes and we browned some of the steak and the chicken is starting to cook, but it's not quite done yet. So I'm just kind of sitting here, stirring it up, making sure everything's getting hit evenly all over. But yeah, I wish I could portray the smell through the video because you guys would be totally into this right now if you could smell it like I am. So I'm so ready to eat this. I'm gonna do a taste test and everything. So do not go anywhere because we're gonna keep this cooking video moving. All right guys, stir fry is almost done. Towards the end, I like to crank the heat up all the way to kind of give it a little bit of brown once I know it's cooked all the way through in the middle. So I'll stir it up a little more. Now at this point in time, you can either choose to add your salsa or add it after the fact. I'm gonna add it now and let it cook in. So grab a little bit of our salsa here and add it in there. Stir it up. All right, and we'll let it sit for maybe a couple more minutes and then it'll be good to go. So I will be back when it's done. And voila. Oh man, let's get some good lighting on that. Whoop, don't fog that lens up. Wow, that's gonna be so good. So let this cool down and then we're gonna do a taste test, guys. All right, guys, we've given it a little bit to cool down and we are gonna give it a try. So let me give you a good look at that so you know what we're working with. Yes. So, man, I'm ready. I'm excited. I just sat there and watched this thing cook. So I'm gonna get a piece of steak. We get some veggies and chicken all in the same bite. How about that? A little bit of everything here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me give you, we lost it. There we go. Let me give you a good look here. Come on. There we go. That's what we're about to do. So we got chicken, steak, and some veggies on there. Are you ready? Count me down. 3, 2, 1. That is so good, guys, really. Beats the crap out of regular chicken and rice. You gotta think about it. We didn't really do anything too different, right? To make this like unhealthy or anything. It's really just, we got steak, we got chicken, we got veggies, some coconut oil, and some salsa. That's it. And it tastes so much better than just regular bland diet food. So I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing here in one sitting. And if I don't, we'll Tupperware it up, put it for later. And you can cook this in bulk too. And you know, meal prep with this. This is perfectly healthy, guys. Extremely low carb, healthy fats, good protein. Like, heck, we're doing another bite. I can't give it enough of those. It's so good. So this was a new style of video, guys. I have not done a solo cooking video yet. This is my first one. So comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. If you thought I did a good job and if you like this style of video. If you do, I'm gonna bring more cooking videos to you guys. I also want to keep my focus on like simple recipes, right? Easy stuff, maybe just 4 or 5 ingredients, nothing too out there. That way you can kind of fits with my style. And I just think that's a good format for my type of cooking videos because I don't want to sit and have a million ingredients. So comment below. Let me know what you think of that. And I wanted to give a shout out to another cooking channel too. We were recently in contact. They gave me some good ideas and good tips. They're called Fit Couple Cooks. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to their channel down in the description box below. Awesome channel, really good people, and they're really good at what they do. Highly entertaining people, so check them out. Their link is in the description box. They're the same style as me. There's no cussing. It's a really good, clean channel, positive energy and smiles. So I think you guys will like it if you like me. So anyways, big shout out to those guys, awesome people. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. And like I say, don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay somebody a compliment because you never know whose day you could be making better. And with that, I am out. I will see you guys later.